Name is Imatikelo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about something that happened that shocked us. But okay, maybe it doesn't shock us because it happens all the time. But it's just that I think we have so much faith that someone will turn a leaf, but no. No, they refuse to turn a leaf. This trial is just the trial just exposed something shocking, not just contradictions, not just weak evidence, but a state that looks like it's building its case live inside the courtroom in a live stream on television. Those that watch on television, others we are watching the stream on laptops, on cell phones, but it's a worldwide stream, live stream. People are watching as it happens. And when the judge had to step in, when the judge had to step in, something is going wrong and he must save the day. From the beginning of this cross-examination of Advocate Baloyi, there has been no clear sequence. One moment, bail application he spoke about this week, bail application. Next moment, HR records. Then suddenly, OB entries, protocols, statements, then boom, abandoned all of that. Haibo. While you are shocked, what's going on here? You are like, what's going on here? What is he doing? Then he will show you something else. No follow through, no conclusion, no clear objective. This is not how you build a case, most right? This is how you lose control of a case. You don't build it like this, you lose control. Now, we are waiting for the fight. That's what he says. And we were like, what do you mean, sir? You are the one who started this. Judge Rata is asking him, Ukuti, didn't you say you are going to go through the bail here in Tontons? I think Judge Rata was sensing, Ukuti, hey, uba undanzi uyakushapa. Lapho, sharp. Do something. And then, do you see why we're saying 56 years experience is for nothing? Ubaloyi now comes and says this moment changed things in that courtroom. He says we are waiting for the file. But here's the truth. They are not just waiting. They are piecing together documents to fit their narrative, dropping them when they don't land. This is not preparation. This is reconstruction in real time. Because Uyambona Sibanda is sitting there, busy doing things. Hey, my daughter. Hey. And then the most dangerous issue of all, retyped documents. Retyped documents. And Ubongani Ntanzi questioned a lot of this. Ubongani Ntanzi wanted to understand ukuthi, okay, this is what we must first understand. You can't bring rewritten versions. You don't fix documents outside court. You bring originals. Ne? The defense made it clear, don't bring rewritten versions. Don't fix documents outside court. Bring originals. Because once those documents are retyped, you introduce doubt. What changed? What was removed? What was added? This is how credibility collapses. And Ubongani Ntanzi was like, where is the handwritten document? Where is the handwritten document? He did not get an answer. Then something rare happened. Judge Rata steps in, asking, because there were other documents now that were being asked, the papers that were missing in the documents that Ubaloyi is busy cross-examining Ntanzi in. Judge Rata steps in, where is the information? I know that Judge Rata sometimes does not just interrupt for nothing when it comes to Baloyi. He is honestly seeking clarity and trying to assist him. So now he needed to ask because the defense was like, we have missing papers here and we are looking for that. And uJudge Rota knew ukuthi the direction is not clear, the evidence is not landing. And he was like giving a warning shot from the bench because he was like, say, it looks also that Baloyi ezinye izinto when uJudge Rota is trying to tell him, he does not catch them. Now here is the hidden crisis. Baloyi is not working from the court records. Baloyi is working from his personal notes. And that's very dangerous because notes are not evidence. Notes are not verified. Notes are not binding. Notes are not the record. But he keeps reading things, and then when Ntanzi requests for them, he refuses with them. So what happens? The record gets polluted with confusion. And if the defense corrected everything daily, the court would spend most of the day trying to fix those mistakes. Now, this is where it flips for them because the accused knows who was where. He knows everything. Whatever they try to do, he knows the people that he was traveling with when after they arrested him and started gallivanting around Gauteng and Northwest with him. He knows who was there. He knows what happened. He knows who drove where. And so when incomplete or inconsistent documents are introduced, they don't trap him. He's very much aware. Instead, they expose the gaps. That is why he resists. That is why he stays composed. That is why he doesn't collapse, because the case against him is not landing cleanly. They don't know what to do. And let's be clear about something. This is not just a messy questioning from Baloyi. This is a breakdown of strategy, evidence handling, courtroom execution. And when that happens, the judge tries to step in for Baloyi, but it backfires. The defense gains ground, the state starts losing control, and there is nothing that Baloyi can do. Not even Judge Rota can help him at this point. Kubi, kunzima. It's hard times. And now the big question is, what is really in that file that they say they are waiting for? It's that bail hearing situation, was right? 5. The biggest battle in this trial is no longer about guilt. It is about credibility. Right now, the person that was supposed to lose credibility was Bongani, that's right. But right now, what we are seeing, the state case is losing its credibility. It's falling in pieces and it's falling apart day by day. And the more Baloyi keeps Ntanzi in that witness box, the more he's losing control, the more he's losing his case, the more the narrative is changing way more than it should. Because why is he keeping Bongani in that witness box? Why? Now he's losing credibility himself, even him as Baloyi, Mr. Baloyi, Advocate Baloyi, as the so-called seasoned advocate Baloyi, the state senior prosecutor. He is losing himself. He is losing credibility. He's losing respect. Everything is going through the smoke now. Up the smoke. Because he is busy pushing Inkani. And Inkani is not helping him. Is not shaping him. Is not helping him. Whatever shape or form, it's bad. Things are not looking good at all. What are your thoughts when it comes to this? I say the state is busy building its case while we are watching. I say the state is busy trying to fix mistake while we are watching. I say Ntanzi was right when he said, you guys, you ask me a question. When I answer, you go and investigate and then come back and confront me with that. He was right. Oh, he was right about that. What are your thoughts? Let's talk in the comment section. I want to hear your views. Please make sure you do not forget to like, to share, to comment. And most importantly, please make sure you are subscribed on the channel. Please make sure you are watching the videos up until the end and you are watching the ads that are coming through. When you are doing that, you'll be supporting this channel financially and in numbers. Thank you so much. You are very much appreciated. Do enjoy your day. Bye-bye.